beautiful soul, and welcome to the very first episode of the Frequency Key podcast. I'm your host, Leela, and I am so excited to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Before we jump in, can I just say, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never hosted a podcast before. It's just always been a dream of mine, and I'm really embracing the art of starting before I'm ready, because I don't feel ready. It's scary, but I'm going to put myself out there because sometimes we just got to give ourselves that little shove in the right direction. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope this inspires you to also start whatever it is that you want to do before you're ready. Just do it. Like, nobody cares. It's going to be okay. On today's episode, you guessed it, we're going to be talking about manifestation. But I don't even like to use that word, frankly, because it's so misused and misunderstood and just thrown around. I feel like it doesn't even hold any weight anymore, which is really unfortunate because it's actually such a powerful tool when you actually know how to use it. So if you've been doing all the things like journaling and meditating about your dream self and, practicing gratitude, but for some reason your manifestation practice still isn't working, this episode is for you. So before we get started, I'd love to give you a quick peek into who I am as your host, and I'm going to do a 3D intro and a 5D intro. My name's Camila Trentini, although most of my friends call me Leela. Leela is also my artist name because I love to sing and write music. It's just my absolute passion. I also love dancing, especially to house music. I love doing yoga, being in nature, meditating with crystals, spending quality time with friends and family. I'm kind of known as the woo-woo friend, although I don't like to use that word, but that's me. There's nothing that's too woo, nothing that we can't talk about here. And in addition to all of my creative endeavors, I'm also in residential real estate. I'm 23 years old right now, although I know that I am an old soul, and I'm happiest at the beach. I was born in Brazil and raised in the Bahamas, Switzerland, and Brazil in the US just a little bit, and I officially moved to Austin, Texas, which is where I live right now, in April of 2022. And for my 5D intro, I know that I came here in this lifetime to help heal the world. I'm still figuring out the most optimal way to do that, but I know that it's part of my soul's mission, and it just really excites me. And I know it has to do with music, and I'm like slowly starting to figure out this part of me that I didn't really know about in my other years of life. So it's just, anyway, I'm taking you along with me on this journey. And like I mentioned, I really love to sing. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world, if I had to choose one, which is difficult because I love so many things. But I love to sing. And I have to say that the most common compliment that I get on my voice is that I have the voice of an angel. And it just warms my heart so much when people say that, but I now understand it on a deeper level. So I found out that my voice carries angelic codes. Now you might be wondering, what are angelic codes? Like, I've never heard of that term before. Don't worry, I didn't either, so I've got you covered. Angelic codes are higher vibrational frequencies, so patterns of sound that resonate with peace, love, and harmony. So when I sing, these frequencies come through my voice and activate that same resonance inside of you. So even if you don't really understand it logically, your body can feel it. And now that I truly understand this concept and embody it, because like for a while, it was just too esoteric for my brain to even comprehend, I set the intention and the consciousness and the awareness behind my singing before I hit record to spread healing frequencies and love and peace and harmony to whoever's listening, because we really fucking need it right now. There's so much fear, control, stress, and just like density, like heaviness circulating all around, and news that makes it easy to put us against each other when really we just need to love each other. We are all part of this earth right now. We're all one. We're all connected. And the whole point of the content that I put out is to make your day a little bit lighter. Like, I just want to bring some levity across. Like, I want to make you smile. I want to help you remember that you can be whatever it is you want to be. Like, I'm starting this podcast here. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to make it work. Like, I just know that I am. And the fact that I can do it means you can too. So I hope that you can receive this message and feel inspired to just go after your dreams. Like, YOLO. Let's get into it. To understand what manifestation actually is, and not the bullshit version that you've probably learned, we need to go back to the basics, which is frequency. Everything, absolutely everything in the entire world and the entire universe is made up of frequency. In physics, frequency is the rate at which something vibrates. So like how many times a wave oscillates per second, and then it's measured in hertz. Everything in the universe is made up of atoms, right? And atoms are constantly moving. Even something that's solid. When we zoom in under a microscope, it's just atoms vibrating. So different states of matter and emotion have different energetic frequencies. So for example, take our brainwaves. We have alpha, beta, theta, delta, and gamma. And they will vary depending on what it is that we're doing. Like say, if you're in a state of deep sleep, your brainwaves are going to be in theta. But if you are focused on task, for example, doing work using your conscious mind, your brainwaves are going to be in beta. And this is actually science. This is not my opinion. Don't take it from me. Take it from science. And the way that scientists measure how fast or how slow the electrical activity is in your brain is by using an instrument called an EEG, also known as an electroencephalogram. Now, emotions generate measurable energetic patterns in the body, like a change in brainwave activity, heart rhythm, and a change in our electromagnetic field. Different emotions vibrate at different frequencies. Now, shame, fear, guilt, and anger are some of the lowest vibrating emotions, and they literally change the body. You know, when you're feeling one of these lower emotions, you feel like a shortness of breath, you feel closed up, you feel tension, your heart rhythm actually changes, so it's not so much in coherence, and your brain waves actually alter into a high beta state, which is like high stress. Now, love, joy, gratitude, and peace are some of the highest vibrating emotions, and you can feel it in your body as well, in that you feel open, you feel good. It also creates more coherence in your brain and in your heart, which means like your body as a whole is more synchronized and balanced. So these changes that are happening in our bodies can actually be measured using instruments like the EEG or an EKG for measuring your heart activity. It's pretty wild. If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, I would highly recommend checking out Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. Huge fan over here. I'm kind of just like dipping my toe in the water as to an explanation for this type of thing, but he's really good. Go check him out. Now, our electromagnetic field is literally an invisible field of energy all around us, kind of like a giant bubble, all around us, a few feet in every single direction, that is created by the movement of electrically charged particles coming from our body, primarily from our hearts and our brains. And so imagine you have this giant force field around you. It's like, it's your energy, it's your electromagnetic field. And we are constantly interacting with each other's electromagnetic fields without actually knowing it. And our electromagnetic field is in constant interaction with the environment. So for example, to give you like a really easy scenario, you know, if you walk into a room one day and nobody says anything wrong, but you feel something's kind of off, like it feels tense in there. Nobody has said a word, but you walk in, you're like, oh, shit just got real. Something went down. I don't know what it is. You can feel it. Like you don't know, but you can feel it. That's because you're sensing the energy in the room. It's the electromagnetic field, that vibration, those impulses that other people are emitting. You're picking up on that. Even without words, like your body is sensing that something's up. Another example is like, say you talk to someone and they didn't say anything bad per se or anything wrong or anything you didn't like, but for some reason the vibe was off. Like you didn't vibe with their energy, you know? It's not some woo-woo concept. It's literally you reading that person's electromagnetic field. So when people talk about shifting your frequency, it literally means changing your energetic state through your thoughts, emotions, and physiology. It's like you want to become a magnet to attract everything that you want in your life. But to do that, you need to be a magnet that's going to attract the correct magnet. I don't know if that makes sense. You know the saying that goes, your inner world shapes your outer world? It's true. Whether you're conscious of it or not, whatever it is that you're embodying, you will end up attracting. That can be for good or for worse. Now, the science behind that is that your energy, your electromagnetic field, right, interacts with your environment's energy, with the electromagnetic field around you. So no matter what it is that you're embodying, you're going to attract that. You're going to become like a magnet to things that are the same. Now, here's the kicker. You attract what you are, not what you want. I'm going to say that one more time. You attract what you are, not what you want. Imagine your body is a radio. If you are on the heavy metal channel, no matter how much you want to listen to house music, you're not going to be able to listen to house music because you're on the heavy metal channel. Like, your frequency, the radio wave that you are emanating, is the heavy metal frequency. And you're connected to the heavy metal frequency. Does that make sense? The only way that you're going to be able to listen to house music is by turning the knob. You have to then elevate your frequency to the higher vibration, which is house music. It's the same thing for anything that you want to attract into your life. If you want to call in love, you must be love. You have to love on yourself. You have to respect yourself. You have to fill your cup. You have to take care of yourself. You have to be the love of your life. You have to be your best friend. You have to be so happy on your own. Like, your cup has to be full and overflowing. And then you will attract someone who is exactly the same. 1 + 1 = 11, not 2. We do not need each other to feel complete. If you go and you search for someone to fill you up or like be that Band-Aid for you, if you don't feel like enough on your own, if you don't feel happy on your own, that creates codependency. And that's not going to be what you truly desire. You need to be enough on your own first and then overflow into the other person. And the other person is not supposed to fill up your cup, that's on you, babe. That's your responsibility. Just like vice versa, it's not your responsibility to fill up other people's cups. That's on them. You can be the overflow, but you come first, and that is so important. And that does not come from a place of ego. It comes from a place of genuine care and taking care of yourself so that you can pour into others. Because if you're pouring into others and you're depleted, your water is going to run out eventually, and you're just going to feel like shit. It's not worth it. There's a better way. I promise. I've been there, so I know, and I promise there is a better way. Same thing. If you want to call in money, you have to live like you're already rich. This doesn't mean be irresponsible. Be definitely very responsible with your money. But at the same time, you have to feel abundant. You have to live in that joy and that gratitude. You have to be like, thank you so much. I am so rich. I'm so blessed. Everything I want works out for me. Like, you have to embody that. It's not just saying the words. You have to feel them. Remember, it's the emotion that shifts your electromagnetic frequency. So you need to truly feel these emotions and embody them. And it's a constant practice. It's not like you do it once and you're done. I'm still learning every single day. It's just a choice daily on how you want to show up. And it works. It does. I swear. It's amazing. But yeah, live from that place of abundance, Feel that gratitude burn in your heart and just thank the universe for having so much money, for getting to pay your bills. It's not going to work if then you do that and you feel grateful at one time, but then when you go to pay your bills, you feel scarcity, you feel broke, you have like a fear mindset where, oh my gosh, I don't have any money, people have so much more than me, blah, 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 blah. Like, if that's the energy that you're embodying when you actually need to utilize money, you're just going to keep getting that back because that's the frequency that you're emanating. I hope that this made sense. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. I will say this will not be my background for long. I actually injured my back, which is why I wasn't able to finish setting up my studio, and I was only going to record this over voice, but then my girlfriend Paige, shout out to Paige Goldstein, she's amazing. She was like, you should just record it anyway. And I was like, okay. We're doing it. It's not perfect, but we're showing up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Like, let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything that I can maybe help you with, and what you thought about this episode. It would mean so much to me, and I would love to hear from you. So yeah, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I send you so, so, so much love.